What was the draw for you to come over to America, come to MLS in Chicago, as opposed to, going up to an EPL team?
I think the manager obviously had a big part to play in that. It's difficult as well. I think when your contract's running out, there's a situation where it's the club that I'm at, or my previous club. They obviously want the best deal for their club, which you have to respect. And I think the ideal scenario would have been for me to go to a club in the Premier League in England, I think. But I'd spoke to the manager early in January, and I was just the move motivated me. It was completely, obviously, fresh challenge, different country, different league, and my heart was set on it. I gave the manager my word, and there was no real going back. I have to obviously respect my last club. They wanted the best deal for their own club, but this is where I wanted to be, and I appreciate the owner as well, because the owner and the manager worked pretty hard, and it wasn't easy, particularly the last couple of weeks, I think, for everyone involved. But it was. I appreciate the work and the sort of faith that they put in me, and their patience, I think.
Shaun, we know that you're an attacking-minded midfielder. Where's your preferred position on the field? And have you talked to Frank about that? And how are you going to fit into Frank's system, knowing that, like you had said previously, that this is a system that you think that you're going to fit in well? Where is that on the field, and what do you think your role is going to be?
Obviously, the manager picks the team, and I wouldn't want to get too far ahead of which position. But I think more centrally, in the creative end of the field. I think with the signings that we've made, the pace looks really such a big factor, and particularly in some of the signings. And I think it's my job to really sort of get the ball to them, be as creative as possible for the forward players, and obviously do the defensive job. I know I play in a creative position on the field, but I think part of that is you have to do your job defensively, and I certainly won't shirk that responsibility.
What's your health like at this point? And are you 100%? And
yeah, I'm 100% raring to go. I think the surgery I had had been put off for quite a few months. I think with my previous club, there was a really important stage of the season, and the medical team and the management team had sort of tried to delay the surgery as long as possible, and I agreed to that, and we sort of achieved our goals that season, and then I got surgery the next season, and it made a world of difference in how I can train and play. And now I'm ready to go. I think performances with my national team. I think it's obviously proved to people outside, but I think particularly me as well. It's just how much of a difference that surgery made, and I'm feeling ready to go. Really, I'm 100%.
You've been an integral part of the Scotland setup. Have you had any communication with the Scotland manager and assurances that your place in the squad will be intact even with this move to MLS?
Yeah, I think I spoke to him pretty early in January as well. When I decided that this move was what I wanted, I just out of courtesy I had to phone him and find out his thoughts, and he had no issues. I spoke to him again a couple of days before I travelled over, and just for sort of like a second reassurance, and no problems. He was actually very excited for the move and the new challenge. So the national team means the world to me. I think it's a huge motivation, and so it was good that I got the green light from him, and yeah, so there was no issues whatsoever with that.
Top quality players are looking to come to our league now, and I think that that's a big difference from when I started in '96. I'm not showing my age right now, but when I first come into this league, it was start off with a big bang with some players, and then it nearly folded. So here we are, we're sitting, negotiating with top quality Premier League players that want to come to our league, and that's fantastic. And I think it's hats off to the league and the ownership groups that make this happen.
Frank, just checking real quick. Any word on signing a new assistant coach to replace CJ?
Yes, I'm in the works right now. Yeah, I was down the line with a couple of candidates and didn't quite work out. But yeah, it'll be pretty soon. Yes.
Shaun was been described as your top target in the off season, and you got him. But I haven't heard a lot of description from you about what you see in him, what he brings to the table, his demeanor, his on-field, and in the clubhouse contributions he'll potentially be making. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, someone like Shaun, makes the team tick, and I think that the signings we made early in our sort of period of signing players, the one piece that we needed and the most important piece was getting Shaun, and I think that in the position and the attack-minded side of Shaun's play is really going to help us. His experience, he's been there, done that. I've followed his career for since he started, and wonderful player, and I think he keeps mentioning the hard work, and I think in our league we need that. We need to have a two-way player. He's not been in our defensive box, but he's going to work hard to win the ball back. But the big thing is about his ability to assist and create, and I think that he's perfect for that. I like his work rate. I think I call it a buzzer. He buzzes all over. Wants to be on the ball, wants to get the thing moving, doesn't take any plays off, and I think that's perfect for how we want to play. That's the reason I really went for Shaun, and it was a long, drawn-out situation, but, I thank Wigan and I thank my owner, Andrew, that we got Shaun, and it's very exciting times for us.
Frank, you just talking about the attacking side. What about the other side, the defensive side?
Yeah, we've signed Jermaine Jones, Adi Elton, Eric Gehrig, 3 defenders. And I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, they don't always get the splash, but we made changes in that area. Matt Polster's a centre back that we picked up in the draft. So, you can only get a certain amount of players. We can't have 15 defenders, but I feel that we've picked up some quality players in that front. And I still think in this league you got to outscore the opponent. I really do. I think you got to get at them. You got to test them. You can't be sitting back and trying to win 1-0 in this league because it don't happen. And we're trying to go out and we want to be an attacking, exciting team to watch. So our fans are excited when they come to the stadium. Teams are looking at us going, okay, we need to really look at what we're doing against them. And I think that that was the most important thing for me in the off season, to make sure that we're a balanced team. And I think we've done that with the signings. And again, you can't be signing top quality players in every position. We can't do that. So I feel real confident that we've added real good quality in all areas.
Frank, last season when you came in, it was basically an inherited roster. We talked numerous times throughout last season about, dealing with cap issues and, the guys with the contracts that were guaranteed and some of those type of things. Over the last year, you've made a number of adjustments, and I think with Shaun signing, this is now 10 players that have come in that are new players from the end of last season. How close is your roster to where you want it to be? And if there's still pieces that are missing, what are those pieces that you're looking to fill between now and the start of the season?
Well, I still think there's a couple of positions maybe we can be a little stronger in, but like I said, you can't sort of do it all in one go. So once we get going in the season, it will show itself if we're light somewhere. But like I said, I spoke to you last year, it's, once you turn a roster over, it does take a while to kind of, roll it over. And I think that there's no quick fix. As we know, there is certain teams that can do it. I feel confident that, the moves were made. We moved some money out to obviously allow us to sign players. And that was a big thing. We couldn't really sign anybody. We had the Jermaine Jones thing going on. That was a window that we lost, if you like, feeling that we were going to get Jermaine. But, that's last year. So I think the end of the season was a good sort out, if you like, if you want to call it that, of making sure that I had tools to go out and sign players that I wanted to sign. And I think there's no disrespect to the guys that left, because they've given me their all. So I'm not going backwards, but sometimes you've got to make room. And I think we did a good job of doing that. And, we've added some real quality to the roster. And, I'm sure that, not just the fans, but you guys will be excited to watch us instead of yawning once in a while, probably, some of you.